Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Sales Unscripted podcast. I am one of your hosts, Margaret Henney.
I'm the other host, Brian Neal. We're posing, I see. We're
posing. This is why you have to watch this on video. I don't know why I decided to do that.
Were you that person, that kid? So you see, I'm gender stereotyping. I just am. Little girls. I had a daughter. When she was little. She'd catch a mirror. And she'd have something to dress, and she's looking and checking it out, floating it around. That's what you do. Isn't it funny?
Oh, it's so fun.
I wonder what the biology is behind that. I never really caught myself, but guys will do a different version, right?
Yeah, so what's your version?
Well, I suck the belly in. I'm always like checking my ask Steph.
Well, grown women do that too. We're doing the same thing.
A little place that I feel like I can just tell by how it feels, and then I bend over to see if when I bend over if I just have a little inner tube or like a big inner tube right there.
I see.
And then the shoulders is a thing.
Inner tube.
And then I'll go like that to try to make my shoulders look bigger, and I can do that. Or like you see like what was that guy? What was that guy on Twitter? The politician who was sending selfies to the person was inappropriate.
Lord,
when
how many?
He
Which
makes
one?
the little dimple with his, you know what I mean? The dimple with your shoulder, and then you do make the.
Wow, you got to really work at it to do that. Listen, no, that was actually a really good face, though.
That's a selfie. Like,
is that your selfie face?
Yeah, face. So we debated this. So we're going to talk about what was our topic again? You said it was sales unscripted.
Oh my God, you
just
said it.
I was going to do the topic, and it was really good. Oh, halfway point
through the year. That's right.
We tragically lost some explorers adventurers, and I asked Margaret, "Is this too soon?" And she's like, yeah. I'm like, well, just hang on. Let me play a little news clip for you. Okay, it's a little news clip. Mm-hmm. This is a news person, a talking head, interviewing an expert underwater explorer, someone who's been to the Titanic multiple times.
Was this
This was after the event. This is after the tragedy. Okay. So the news person is asked. This guy's like, this is talking about safety and attention to detail. Here, this guy who's this expert who's been to the Titanic like 15 times.
Play him the clip.
Listen, okay, you ready?
Yeah.
At any point, did you feel this was a dangerous situation for you? Well, no, you got to understand, Sean, that, when we're doing this for a living and you're out there chartering different vessels, you get the best of the best because there have been more people to outer space than to this depth of the ocean. So when we're diving in this, we have to make sure that our equipment, we've crossed all the I's, we've dotted all the T's.
There's the problem. We crossed all the I's and dotted all the T's. Now we know what happened. We're supposed to cross the T's and dot the I's, right? Like, what are we missing here?
No.
And I felt so bad for the guy because he's a very intense, and it's a very big
so
deal.
sad.
It's a thing. It's really awful. And the more you learn about it, you're kind of scratching your head a little bit. I'm like, guys, we're going down in a homemade deal with a really good sales guy.
I'm here to tell you that there is they paid a lot of money to do that. There is no amount of money on the planet that could get me into there. But then again, I feel the very same way about outer space because, I'm freaked out about outer space. Same thing. I've told you this. I hate outer space. It totally freaks me out. I would never, ever, ever go to space, ever.
Why? Yeah, I don't think you've told me this.
What? No, we have because you.
Well, I know I love outer space. I know we talked about you. I know you don't like it, but you never, you wouldn't go.
In a million years.
Seriously?
In 1 million years, if they were giving me millions, tens of millions of dollars, I still would be like, nah, I'm good.
The Titanic thing is interesting to me because here's what's different to me. So when you're in outer space, number one, you feel weightless.
Sure.
When you're on a submarine down at the bottom, 12,000 feet down, all you feel is hot. Because there's no air conditioning. You're hot as shit. Like, God, it's hot. And you're eating like a corn dog or, some Cheetos or something.
Oh, God, I hope you don't have a corn dog in that small of a space.
They pack the lunch to go down. This is interesting to me.
Oh my God.
And secondly, the pictures are the pictures. You're looking through this like really warped glass.
Yeah,
where I'm like, if I can see the Earth from an angle that's a real angle, like that's a different thing.
Okay.
Than seeing the pictures of a ship that I've seen 1 billion times.
Okay. You know what? You've got a really good point.
That's all.
I'll side with you on that.
You don't have to go though.
More just from like a safety thing. I'm like a really kind of boots on the ground kind of gal.
You weren't a safety
know
person.
what I mean?
Okay.
I'm not. But
do you not like flying?
No, flying's fine. I guess, okay,
would you ever bungee jump? You're very adventurous, though.
I won't bungee jump. I have gone skydiving twice before.
Okay, there you go.
So I've done, I love to whitewater raft. I love to ski. Like,
whitewater rafting.
that's all fine.
Very dangerous.
Where have you rafted?
The Chattooga River. Excuse me. Look it up. The Chattooga River. Look it up. One of the best 4 and 5 class rapids in the country.
It's still dangerous.
Look it up.
All right, I'll look it
Chattooga
up.
River.
Look it up.
The Chattooga. You know what was filmed on Chattooga River?
Oh my God, was it that movie with Meryl Streep?
I don't know if she was in it. I don't think so. Meryl Streep. What was that? Like,
she was in like
no, this was
like A River Runs Through It, or A River Wild. So good. Kevin Bacon. Oh my
really?
God, the drama. Yes.
I don't know. No, I'm not really a movie guy that much. But anyway, this movie, the movie Deliverance.
Oh,
that's it. Yep, that's all anybody knows now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that was filmed on the Chattooga River down like Georgia, North Carolina area.
Wow.
Good rapids. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can roll.
Okay,
I can roll.
all right.
And I have skydived.
You have?
I have.
And
I
what
did
you
static
think?
line though.
What does
I
that
didn't
mean?
do tandem. That means I'm by myself and I hang off the strut of the plane.
Fuck that.
And then look up and say goodbye.
No, that is the hardest.
I free fall for like
those.
3 seconds, but it feels like a day.
No.
And then you open your own chute.
No.
Up in Anderson, Indiana.
Oh,
Where did you go?
God. Well, I went somewhere. I went here.
Did you go tandem?
Hell yes. I went here in Indiana first.
Yeah.
And then I actually went when I was studying abroad, and I was in New Zealand, and it was gorgeous.
Oh, that's money. New
It was
Zealand?
insane.
Oh,
Because then, in Indiana, you pull the chute, you're gliding around, you're like, look at all this corn.
Well,
it's
but it's
beautiful.
pretty nice, though.
Oh, yeah. No, it's still
it's
really
great. nice.
But then you go to New Zealand, and you're like,
a little
there's
different deal.
mountains, and there's lakes, and it's just like very gorgeous.
Did there was something else that I was adventurous I was going to ask if you've done. You ever flown an airplane?
Yeah,
yourself,
well,
kind
not. I was in like a small plane with
Yeah.
a guy that I went to high school with. I think he was trying to woo me at the time.
You think? Oh my
long
God. I think he was trying. Really? Yeah. Hey, so do you want to go flying this afternoon after school or whatever?
Well,
sure. Where are you going? I'm flying. One of my friends is taking me flying. Oh, that's cool. Does he like you? No. We're just friends.
Okay, he was trying to woo me. He is now a commercial pilot.
Oh.
Yeah,
all right.
big deal,
That's
very
fine.
good. But he was like, so he like let me take the. I almost said reins.
The yoke. It's called a yoke. It's called a yoke.
The yoke.
It's a yoke.
For a little bit.
Y-O-K-E.
And I was like, I don't think I like this.
Serious?
Yeah, I didn't like it. It was just like my tummy got all weird.
When you were flying?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
I don't know. I just got very like nervioso.
All right. You ever been cow tipping? Someone I was reading or saw some videos say that's a myth. Someone said cow tipping's a myth. I'm like, is it?
No,
I don't know.
100%
I
real.
think it's real. Anyway,
100%
all
real.
right, we got to do a
Topic,
topic. This is really fun to talk
topic,
about,
topic.
though. We're going to talk about midpoint of the year.
Yep, almost there,
and
people.
what to do. Yep.
Because
so we're
you
here.
are listening to this in July.
And it's time, yeah. And so here's the deal. And Margaret said, like, oh my God, the year's half over. And it is, okay? Yeah. People don't remember this. My kids do because I say this to them. You know what the summer solstice is?
Yeah.
It's the longest day of the year. Most sunshine.
Right.
It's June 21st. Right? June 21st.
We already had it. I guess you're right because we had a summer solstice party
So
at my
guess what's
community.
happening right now?
It's getting darker.
It's getting darker, right? And here's what I say. So it's June 21st. You know what's going to be here before you know it? Remember that I said this on June 27th? December 21st, which is the winter solstice, which is the shortest day. It goes so fast and it speeds up. Okay?
Sorry,
you're going to be like extra married at that. You're going to be like 3 months married.
I know.
Crazy.
This is how you freak out from Indiana because you hear someone start talking about the shortest day of the year and you're like, shut up.
That's what it is. Okay, so sales, same deal. So we're sitting here. Everyone started the year like real high hopes, like, woo, this is awesome. 6 months, you're like, damn. Now we've got some clients that are doing great. Good. By the way, and some individuals doing great.
Yeah,
so it's not like really, really bad. And some people going, ruh-roh, halfway through.
Right.
No bueno, it's not going good. So what do we do? What's some good advice in this episode that people can take and reset themselves to have a great back half of the year? That's what I want to talk about today.
I love it.
How do you reset yourself?
First and foremost, just recognizing, right, where you are and taking some time to take stock.
Okay.
Right? So you're like doing, and I think you might have said this, so I don't mean to steal your thunder.
You can, go ahead.
But like a start, stop, continue. I'm a big fan of a start, stop, continue.
Right.
Like just to give yourself
framework.
a really easy framework for what's going on to see what's going well, right? We want that to keep going. What we should definitely stop doing. And what's like, okay, yeah, we're doing this. Like we should keep coasting on that.
Yes.
So
I like.
Yeah, I think that's always a really easy framework. And you don't have to like sit down and have like a whole like out of office, like 2 hour, whatever thing, just probably even 15 minutes, 20 minutes sitting there and thinking about it and just being a little reflective about it.
Very few people reflect in the midpoint of the year. Most people turn their attention forward and going, where am I? And I'm like, what do I got to make up? And they just start running.
Yeah.
They don't spend the time to look backward and do exactly what you say. If I look backward and now forward again, what do I need to start doing? I wasn't doing this, and now I need to do that, whatever that is. And that could be, I need to start sending out more emails in the morning to seed my day. I need to start closing files more regularly. I need to start doing more LinkedIn connecting work to try to get appointments, and then you do the same thing, like you said. I'm just going through the tool.
Yeah.
Stop. What do I need to stop doing? I need to stop letting deals go past 30 days. I've got to close whatever it is. I've got to stop working on deals, contract value size at or below 10 grand, something like that. And then what about it? Continue? That's the stuff that you're doing. So
I love it.
This is a great reflection point. Now, the other thing, I'll look forward.
Yep.
So we have a lot of nuances, especially in the United States, about what's going on. One of them is going to hit like when we release this, and that is the 4th of July is like a week. People forget that. So there's 1 week gone.
Right.
And then we'll talk about this in later episodes. We have Thanksgiving. There's 2 weeks gone. Then we have the last 2 weeks of December. There's
gone.
So what do we have? That's 4 weeks. That means you're down to 5 months left.
Yeah.
By the time you listen to this.
Crap.
If you have a 60-day sales cycle, that's 2 months. You're now down to 3 months to get anything done for the year.
I'm sweaty.
Right. I'm sweaty. It's true, though, isn't it? But people don't think that. They think I'm just going to go as fast as I can and get as much as I can. And then they do, kind of. And then they wake up and get some result. It's not intentional. And I think you have to be really, really, really buttoned up and intentional right now about prospecting and filling the funnel up, because those months, July, August will disappear. Now you're September. Now you're really close to being able to close the deal by the end of the year. If you have a 30, 60-day selling cycle, you're really tight there. So that's a thing to consider.
I'm going to add one more thing about start, stop, continue too. Is because I am like being a little naive to think that I could sit down there and maybe do it myself perfectly.
Yeah.
Maybe grab an accountability buddy or like your manager or leader or someone that you respect on your team and be like, would you mind helping me reflect on this? Think about it yourself first.
Yep.
You know what I mean,
That's
right?
great.
So you're not just coming and making them do all the work for you.
Yeah, right.
But they will definitely help be like, hey, yeah, absolutely, I'm going to co-sign that. Or can I add something to that?
Yes.
Right? Because they'll see things that you don't. It's so much easier to, especially someone that you're close with and you work closely with.
Did you say co-sign?
Co-sign,
That's
yeah.
very, very fancy. That's what you do. What do you do? Co-sign mortgages. I'm going to co-sign a car loan.
Stamp. Yep.
And then...
Or like, what was it when you were in like student council when you were and you're like I second the motion and you're like the motion passes.
You don't know what that is?
Yeah, of course.
What's it called?
Voting.
No. What is it called when you say I make a motion to the second, all opposed? What is that called? What is that? That's a whole thing. Congress talks this way. You know what it's called?
Not voting. It's not voting.
Robert's Rules of Order.
What?
You didn't know this?
See, look at you.
You didn't know that?
Public
that was
school
called
kid. You know stuff.
Robert's Rules of Order. That's because I was a student activities geek and we had to follow them in the student council.
Didn't know it.
Robert's Rules of Order. So that's what that is. Yeah. So when they say things like I yield 3 minutes to the gentlewoman from Indiana.
Ooh.
Right? And you say, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Gentlewoman.
Yep. And then you talk. And she said,
I
and then they
love
say,
it.
I have a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I second the
motion. All in favor as aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign. You say aye if you're opposed. Or nay. All opposed, say nay. So you see like the voting like on C-SPAN where it says yays and nays. That's what that is. And abstentions.
See? Didn't know
Robert's
it.
Rules of Order is a little archaic, but it works to keep order. That's what it's for.
Learn something
Small
new every day.
Detail.
So you can get people to either co-sign or get them to be like, I second the motion.
Second the motion. I like that. I love that idea though. Second the motion.
Yeah.
Second that emotion.
Great song, signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours.
That's not that.
Yeah, it is.
It's not the same song.
Yes, it is.
No.
Oh,
it's
second
not. Same
that
singer.
Emotion.
Yeah, Smokey Robinson. Yes, and the Miracles. There you go.
I'm gonna fall off my little stand.
Don't
I'm
do
on.
that, right?
I'm gonna break an ankle. Okay, all right.
So
You're right.
Definitely get an accountability person. I love that. I love the co-signing. I think that's really, really good. The other thing I would encourage you to do, and a coach that I went to taught me this. It was really good. Dan Sullivan. He owns a company called Strategic Coach, and he teaches people to measure backward. Measure backward, and especially before you go forward. And no matter what kind of year you've had. So some people had really good years. I got a couple of clients that they're going to hit their annual goal like in June. It's really great.
Awesome.
We got some that are struggle busing a little bit. Not horrible, but down 15, 20, 30%. It's struggle bus.
Sure.
And everywhere in between. Either way, you can find some good from the previous 6 months. And even past the continue, this is more about being proud and celebrating what you've done and accomplished. Because no matter what, no matter how bad it's been for you, I guarantee you can find something you've accomplished. And you've got to be able to write that down and see it and articulate it.
For sure.
Say, man, the first 6 months, here's what I did. I did my podcast. We did our first event for Sales Unscripted out at the track. That was awesome. We did our reunion thing. We added strategy meetings. We'd never done that before.
Cool.
We got our follower, you got to measure backward and look at how far you've come, because most people will only look forward at where they have left to go.
Yeah. The only time people look backwards is at New Year's, right? You know what I mean? So you kind of need to do it this year too.
Is it New Year's?
New Year's Eve.
New Year?
New Year.
New Year's Eve. This is a thing, right? You
know.
would say, no, when people say this all the time. Yeah. So this is our Christmas in July show.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was going to tell you.
What?
You have to ask my wife about this. I have a guilty pleasure.
Okay.
Take a guess. First of all, I love Christmas.
Not celebrating Christmas in July.
No.
Okay.
No, kind of though. You know what's on right now? On the Hallmark Channel?
No.
Christmas movies. Hallmark Christmas movies are playing. Dude. I get so wrapped.
What?
And they're such a formula. I'm telling you.
My God.
Steph the other night, she's like, I've never seen you so enthralled in a movie. And
It's
they're all
the
the
same
same thing every time. And you know why it's the same thing? Because people like me can't not watch it. So why wouldn't you just, right? They're not going to change the flavor of crack or cocaine. They're just going to keep giving it to you, right? Just keep going. Like, I think we should mix it up a little bit here, Ed. Like, no, keep it going, man. The kids like it, right? It works. It works. I'm telling you, it works.
I love that for you. I love that for you.
Yep.
That is
either widow or widower, or somebody who just got broken up with or left at the altar is in
Move
a thing.
to a small
and
town.
then move to a small town.
And they're gonna
and then this
start
person
a
is
coffee
there
shop.
who's the at the coffee shop meets the small
and it's
town
the
fire
old
chief.
crusty doctor.
No.
But he happens to be hot as hell.
Why
What?
are you dissing it?
Oh, sorry.
Why are you're kind of like angry at it? Like, this stupid fucking doctor, right? He's fucking hot. Like,
Well,
like,
I didn't see this coming at all.
Well, no, you
hot
know where it's
single
going.
Guy?
It's fantastic. And the
What?
ringing of the bells. Oh my gosh. And they play Christmas music.
I
and they
bet
do
he's got a
Christmas
heart of
things.
gold.
Here's the other thing. The other thing I like about them, they're a little Pollyannish, but I like that. They're always really positive. There's very, very little deep, dark drama in the Hallmark Christmas movie formula.
True. Yeah. It's Christmas, baby. We're trying to keep it light.
It's money, isn't it?
Oh, man. I'm glad that you love that. I love that for you.
Thank you very much.
You.
See, there you go. That's much better. So.
Sorry.
Okay, so midway through, take inventory, look backward, measure backward, do start, stop, continue, get an accountability person, get a co-signer or a second. And don't forget your time is compressed and you need to go to work now. And then combine this with the last episode, you should have a really, really good back half of the year. Is that cool?
Go.
All right, that's it. We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.